To bring us as we're off in Week 9. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They can't tackle it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Hines. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively start back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. In for the score. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. It's Reeves. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 59 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The gun. They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. This one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Jaguars in for the score. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here, but that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. .35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up, allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers, and now the running back's got some room to roam.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll roll him out right. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now here's Mahomes. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambeau to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
This is taken at his 4. Jaguars in for the score. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Mahomes to throw on second down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, second and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And some room to roam now. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll drop the throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flex round.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
To throw on 2nd down. Pass and incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bass. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys
got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
in this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
We got three, fellas. We got
They begin the drive with Hines. And an alley run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
three down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Oh,
He will not go down.
have to retape those ankles.
And all the way down to the 29. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Three down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Leonard Williams in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Now back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
They're going to try and run. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.
you